Hello there, you're welcome to the Power Circuit, proudly brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. In this edition, we have the following reports. We pledge to provide affordable energy to rural communities, says Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu. Rules Working Group holds meeting on electricity market improvement. Electricity market participants to improve harmonious interfaces towards service delivery. I am Amara Agogesi. Get comfortable as we take you through this edition. The Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu, says the present administration has a pledge to provide affordable energy to rural communities. The minister stated this when he unveiled the 352-24 kV peak interconnected hybrid solar mini-grid in Toto community of Nasarawa State.
Speaking shortly before he unveiled the facility, the minister said the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration is poised towards delivering electricity to the people in the village.
Immediately President Ahmed Bola Tinubu came into office, he signed the bill to unbundle the entire power sector value chain and moved it from being an exclusive jurisdiction of the federal government to being a concurrent legislative list, whereby both the federal and the subnational governments can play a part in delivering electricity supply to the doorsteps of households, businesses, and industries. So please, let us give a round of applause to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Chief Adelabu also said the mini-grid was therefore a beacon of hope and a living proof of our commitment to reinvigorate the power sector, as it symbolizes the government's pledge to provide affordable energy to rural communities and empower our citizens regardless of their economic status.
Our strategy is going to be more practical. It must be a workable strategy, and it is bottom up. We'll start from the consumers, the customers, to decide what they need. To now move on to how do we deliver what they need. That is from the customer to the distribution channel, which is the DISCO, to transmission, which is TCN, then to the generating companies. I will be resolving the issues along that line so that we can actually get the results. It is a significant stride towards fulfilling the government's goal of universal electricity access by year 2030. The mini-grid we are inaugurating today is therefore a beacon of hope and a living proof of our commitment to reinvigorate the power sector, as it symbolizes our pledge to provide affordable energy to our rural communities and empower our citizens regardless of their economic status.
Toto mini-grid is said to be the first interconnected mini-grid and the latest of over 100 mini-grids so far deployed nationwide through the Nigeria Electrification Project initiated by the Rural Electrification Agency and supported by the World Bank-funded performance-based grant. According to the developers, the project will have an impact on over 2,000 households, 141 commercial users, 18 productive users, and 45 public users.
The Rules Working Group, RWG, of the Nigerian Electricity Supply Industry, NESI, has held its meeting where participants comprising operators from GENCOs, TCN and DISCOs strategized for further improvement of the electricity market. The meeting, which was the second this year, was held in Calabar, Cross River State.
The meeting was attended by the Market Operations Team of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, the generation companies and the distribution companies. It had the theme, synthesizing and aligning the institutional resource and regulatory changes in NESI with existing market rules and procedures. The group had also presented a report of the first meeting, which extensively captured innovative actions for the electricity market. The chairman of the Rules Working Group, Ali Bukr Ahmed, who is also the General Manager Regulations and Compliance ISO at TCN, said the meeting was imperative for participants to discuss the application of the new Electricity Act 2023 in the new Electricity Act 2023.
It will help us in actually the review of the market rules if eventually we are reviewed to adapt to the provisions of the Act, which is very necessary. I think the one that is most affected is even the grid code. Is everything is going to be changed.
During the first day of the meeting, the participants discussed new procedures that captured guaranteed financial assurance for market participants, clear settlement rules, contract provisions that make all parties accountable, among others. The meeting continued the next day with more discussions on electricity grid code and electricity market rule. Chairman of the Rules Working Group, Ali Bukr Ahmed, made a presentation on the overall application of the Electricity Act 2023 to the market rules and the grid code.
I just want to complete the presentation yesterday on weaknesses and constraints of the Act. Now, Section 232 of the Act defined generator of electricity means a person that generates electricity from renewable energy sources and supplies it to the general public.
The final day had participants brainstorm on the outcome of the previous interactions as well as taking presentations from other speakers. Speaking at the close of the meeting, Mr. Ahmed, who chairs the Rules Working Group, gave a summary of the discussions held at the meeting.
The Rules Working Group is one of the inventions of the unbundling of the power system and is part of the necessary structures to be in place after unbundling. Now, in any deregulated system, there are administrators in the market, and you also have governance structures in the market. So the Rules Working Group is part of the governance structures in the market, which actually governs the commercial aspect. We look at the provisions in the market rules, in the market procedure, try to find how to actually modulate them to stand the test of time, and also to advise the market operator and the stakeholder advisory panel. We also receive a request for amendments of the market rules or market procedure. We work on them and advise the market rules and the market operator, and the stakeholder advisory panel accordingly. This meeting was actually planned long before the signing of the approval of the Electricity Act 2023, but it has changed the dynamics altogether. So in fact, most of what we've been discussing since Monday is actually were not supposed to be discussed, but if not because of the new Electricity Act. It has changed everything, and we have to go back to the drawing board and actually start all over again. We've started reviewing the market procedures, but now everything, the Act has changed most, I don't say everything, but many things in the market rule. So we just have to go back again and change. And it is a requirement of the Electricity Act that anything, any provision in the existing documents that were not affected by the Act should continue. But anything that is affected by the new Electricity Act must be changed and brought off to in the level of the Act or in accordance with the Act.
The Vice Chairman, Rules Working Group, Professor Steve Ogaji, spoke on the initiatives the group is deploying to ensure active participation by stakeholders.
The fact that the constitution of the Rule Working Group brings market participants together, selection from all the market participants, ensures that there is a meeting of the mind before any proposal for amendment or adjustment or change is put forward to the Commission. We are here, we argue points that someone may think that is for the good of one particular aspect, but by the time we all look at it together and analyze it, then we are able to say either we drop this or we improve it or we revise it, and then we align to it, we all sign up to it, then we now take it to the regulator. We will look at it, and you also know that we have forums where we have to educate other participants virtually or even physically, and when presented to them and they're listening to the arguments on both sides, they are able to understand the need for that modification or that adjustment, and then it carries everybody along and makes the market a lot better. And because the market is what will determine whether we have people coming to fund or invest in this sector. And if the rules are very clear and everybody is protected, we don't think we'll have problem with developing this electricity market.
Let's go on a timeout. More reports after this.
Just count all the blocks, eh?
Sir, we are transmission company of Nigerian linesmen, and we just observed that you're about to erect a structure here.
You're very observant. Yes, I'm trying to put up a shopping mall of 200 shops that will serve this neighborhood. And I'm very excited about the project.
But sir, have you observed that it is under high tension transmission lines? It could snap, drop on the shopping mall and electrocute everyone inside it. Moreover, sir, these lines emit electromagnetic waves that are harmful to the health of human beings.
Really? This could cause so much harm?
Absolutely, sir.
Imagine if there's a fire outbreak in the mall. It could destroy the transmission lines, causing outage to many states in the country.
Erecting a structure under high-tension transmission lines will not help government efforts to grow our power supply and grow our economy. Be part of growth. Do not destroy electricity power installations. Little vigilance and concern on our part is necessary to protect transmission infrastructure nationwide. Be vigilant.
This message is brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmitting electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
Electricity market participants have resolved to improve on their interfaces across the generation, transmission, and distribution value chain towards boosting the efficiency of the Nigerian electricity market. They stated this during a maiden edition of the Nigerian Electricity Supply Industry Golf Tournament in Abuja.
Speaking during the golf tournament at Ibrahim Badabunsi Babangida Golf Club, Mr. Adetunji Adeye, who is the coordinator of the NESIC Golf Tournament and head of Adetunji Adeye & Co., stated the session provided a platform for the operators in the power sector to harmonize their thoughts on improving the electricity market.
We are happy to have everybody all across the country, from the distribution end of it, from the generation end of it, from TCN, the transmission, as well as the meter asset provider. And at this point, I'd like to say thank you for all our sponsors of note, the Transmission Company of Nigeria.
Adeye noted that although that was the first edition of the tournament, it is meant to continue annually as the organizers were inspired to make a difference.
We wanted to bring all stakeholders together in the power sector using an informal tool of golf to get everybody to synergize and create the harmony that we need in the power sector. So we wanted a platform that is not formal, a platform where there can be camaraderie and networking and exchanging of view that can help us reposition our electricity situation in Nigeria. And the goal, what we want to achieve, is essentially to align with government policy, the national electricity power policy, which is to give Nigerians light for 24/7. So as such, we feel that this kind of informal platform will create harmonics, and that's what we want to achieve.
Miriam Adura is one of the organizers of the NESI Golf Tournament, and she speaks of the success they hope to achieve with the event.
People have come in from all over the country to play this golf, from not only our sponsors, but so many individuals have come. As a female who is playing golf, I have tried my best in every way that I can to ensure that women participate in the game of golf. And then coming down to this tournament particularly, we've made so much concessions for ladies to be able to participate. In fact, the registration closed quite a while ago, almost a month ago. But yesterday, because they were ladies, some people registered yesterday and we allowed them, we opened up the registration once again because we wanted more ladies to participate in the game of golf.
Engineer Godwin Aguyi, an Assistant General Manager, Risk Management at the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, is a renowned golf player who actively participated in the NESI Golf Tournament.
My role in TCN and just oppose it to relationship in golf environment and the golf cycle, both in Nigeria and outside Nigeria, because I play golf anywhere I go. But particularly in the Nigeria electricity supply industry, I think that this is one of the key ways to foster a good relationship between all the major stakeholders in the NESI industry, the electricity industry in Nigeria. This tournament has brought together so many key players, the distribution companies, the generation companies, the service provider, other service providers, consultants, contractors together. We had sponsors from different spheres and different countries, the people that provide services in the electricity industry in Nigeria. All of them participated in this game. And my role as a key a technical assistant to my MD and an assistant general manager, risk management in TCN, it is going to help us to bond our relationship, build a good relationship with other major stakeholders, especially now that we are facing a lot of challenges in the electricity industry.
Winners emerged in the tournament, with key players clinching enviable prizes in the midst of a lavish banquet for the event.
Let's go through the headlines. We pledge to provide affordable energy to rural communities, says Minister of Power, Chief Adebayo Adelabu. Rules Working Group holds meeting on electricity market improvements. Electricity market participants to improve harmonious interfaces towards service delivery. TCN has continued to appeal to members of the public to steer clear of power transmission installations and desist from vandalizing such. Let your voice be heard as you join TCN on this campaign against vandalism and encroachment of power transmission installations. Get more information when you subscribe to the TCN YouTube channel, TCN_Nigeria. On Facebook, kindly like the page Transmission Company of Nigeria. On X, formerly Twitter, follow TCN via @TCN_Nigeria. TCN is also on Instagram, TCN_Nigeria. You can also send email messages to TCN via affairs.public@tcn.org.ng and it will get the required attention. Learn about the company's activities on the interactive website www.tcn.org.ng. You can also be promptly informed about TCN and its operations when you visit www.tcnnews.ng. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, commits to always deliver the best of services in the delivery of bulk power nationwide in the most efficient way. I am Amara Agubesi. Bye.